So in this video we are discussing about meaning of linear programming problem and some very important definition related with what linear programming problem. So hello friends, most welcome to my YouTube channel Maths by Samit Deshmukh. So in case of meaning of linear programming problem, so what is the first letter here? L represents what? Linear. When an algebraic expression or equation is called as linear, if its degree means what? Power of the variable, which is also called as index of the variable or exponent of the variable, should be 1. At that time that equation or that algebraic expression is called as linear. And linear programming problem may be defined as a problem of maximizing or minimizing. Suppose that one manufacturing firm is there, means one company is there. What will be its aim? To maximize our profit. To maximize what? Profit. Or if suppose that company requires some labor or raw material, so its aim is what? To minimize the cost of the labor, to minimize the cost of what? Raw material. Means our aims are either to be maximize or to be what? Minimize. So in linear programming problem we are discussing about what? Maximize or minimize. Maximize, minimize means which is to be optimize, subject to linear constraint. What is the meaning of linear constraint? That part we are discussing here in detail. Already in the last video we have seen how to construct the solution set of constraint. Okay, so now these are some definition related to linear programming problem. So first definition is decision variable. Already some definition we have used in last 2-3 videos, but now we are discussing it because in linear programming problem they are introduced by some special names. So let us try to understand the first definition, decision variable. So decision variable means the variable which are involved in the linear programming problem. Variable generally we are denoting by what? X, Y. Not necessarily always denoted by X, Y, but in maximum examples we are denoting variable by what? X, Y. And the variables which are involved in the linear programming problem are called as what? Decision variable. Now objective function. Objective function means what? A goal which is to be either to be maximized or to be minimized. Just I have told that if any manufacturing firm is there or one company is there, what is its aim? To maximize the profit. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा profit मिलना चाहिए. So such goals are called as what? Objective function. Means goal is either to be maximized or to be minimized. अगर वो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फर्म में कुछ लेबर्स है या कुछ रॉ मटेरियल है तो कंपनी का एम क्या होगा? अच्छा सा अच्छा रॉ मटेरियल कम से कम कीमत में मिले. Means their aim is to minimize the cost. Is it clear? Means there are two types of goal, either to be maximized or to be what? Minimized. And that goal is called as what? Objective function. And since we are studying about linear programming problem, everything is expressed in terms of what? Linear expression. That objective function generally it is denoted by what? Z. Objective function is denoted by Z and its value is expressed in this form, ax plus what? By. Means this is called as objective function, and value of objective function is either to be what? Either to be maximized or to be minimized. Means to be optimized. Optimized means what? Either to be maximized or to be minimized. Hope the idea about this objective function is very clear to you. Now we are discussing about what? Constraint. Constraint means what? Condition under which the objective function is to be optimized. Optimized means to be either to be maximized or to be what? Minimized. Suppose that one shop is there. Let us take an example of Sweet Mart shop. So now what is their aim? Aim is to maximize the profit. So now this profit depends on certain condition, that rent of the shop, labors in the shop, electricity bills, advertising, raw material used to make that sweets. Is it clear? Means it depends on certain condition, and that condition also we are expressing in terms of what? Linear equation and linear inequations, and these conditions are called as what? Constraint. So again observe this definition: condition under which the objective function is to be optimized are called as constraint, and these constraints are expressed in the form of what? Equation and in terms of inequation. In the last lecture we have already seen how to find out the solution set of linear equation and inequation using graphical method. That linear equation and inequations are called as constraint. Now non-negative constraint, alternate word for constraint is what? Restriction also. So it is called as non-negative constraint or non-negative restriction. Sometimes it happens that the value of the variable under consideration may be positive or zero. Means may be positive or zero means it cannot be negative. Means the values are what? Non-negative. So means values is either zero or positive. Suppose that one company is there which is manufacturing TVs and DVDs. If we are denoting X means what? Number of TVs, and Y means what? Number of DVDs. Y means number of what? DVDs. So then if I am saying that company does not manufacture a TV, means value of X is what? X is equal to 0. Or if company manufactures the TV, means either the value is 10, 20, 30, means definitely that value is positive. Means here value of X may be 0 or may be greater than 0. अगर टीवी कंपनी का प्रोडक्शन क्या है? टीवीज है और डीवीडीज है. अगर कंपनी ने एक भी टीवी नहीं बनाया तो एक्स की वैल्यू 0 होंगी, अगर बनाया तो ग्रेटर देन 0 होंगी. सेम विल हैपन इन केस ऑफ डीवीडी. इफ द कंपनी मैन्युफैक्चर्स डज नॉट मैन्युफैक्चर्स द डीवीडीज, मींस वैल्यू ऑफ वाई इज इक्वल टू 0, एंड इफ इट मैन्युफैक्चर्स देन वैल्यू ऑफ वाई इज व्हाट? ग्रेटर देन 0. बट इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल दैट वैल्यू ऑफ वाई इज व्हाट? नेगेटिव. सो सच values or such constraint or such restrictions are called as what? Non-negative restrictions or non-negative constraints. Now solution of linear programming problem. Since from 8-9 standard we are solving the equation. Solving the equations we are finding solutions. Solution, isn't it? Solution means what? Values of the variable which satisfies that equation is called as solution. In this case we are discussing about solution of what? Linear programming problem. Means set of values of variable which satisfies all the condition of linear programming problem. At that time such values of variable are called as what? Solution of the linear programming problem. Then feasible solution. In the last video we have seen how to find out the feasible solution of the constraint. Means some constraints are given to us. We are finding set of all such point which satisfies all the constraint, and that set of point or that shaded portion, in the last video if you observe feasible solution we have denoted by what? Shaded portion. The point which belongs to that shaded portion satisfies all the given constraint. Such portion is called as or set of all such point is called as what? Feasible solution. And that region, that shaded portion, that region is called as what? Feasible region. Feasible region means what? It is a common region determined by all the constraint of linear programming problem. In the last video if you observe we have denoted it by what? Shaded portion. Now optimal feasible solution. In a feasible region how many feasible solutions are there? Infinite feasible solutions are there. Now the optimal means the value of objective function. Value of what? Objective function where it get optimized. Optimized means it will become maximum or it will become what? Minimum. Such solutions are called as what? Optimal feasible solution. This part even we are discussing in the next exercise. You will come to know all these definition will get very clear, because while solving the example with the help of example easily we are able to understand all these definitions once again. Means in a solution set, in a feasible solution infinite number of points are there, but at one particular point where the objective function becomes maximum or what? Becomes minimum, that point is called as what? optimal feasible solution, or that solution is called as optimal feasible solution. These are some very important definition. Words are also new: feasible region, optimal feasible solution. So try to understand this definition, note down all these definition. Again, it will get clear while solving the examples. Now let us try to understand the definition of convex set. The set of point in a plane is called convex set if line segment joining any two point lies entirely in the same set. Now let us consider one circle and try to understand this definition with the help of this example. In this circle, how many points are there? Infinite number of points are there. Then segment joining any two points, segment joining any two point in the set lies wholly in the same set. If this condition is satisfying by every 2 point in the set, at that time this set is called as what? Convex set. Here we can observe that take any 2 point in the set, draw a segment joining that 2 point. That segment if lies again in the same set, at that time it is called as what? Convex set. In this quadrilateral also infinite number of points are there. Let us consider here L is there, here M is another point, and draw a segment joining these 2 points. Again this segment lies in the same set, so we can say that this is also an example of what? Convex set. In this way, this polygon is also an example of what? Convex set. But here in this figure, if you will observe here, we have taken 2 points P and Q, and segment joining these 2 points does not lies in the same set. Some part of this segment lies outside this set. So in such cases, we can say that our condition in the definition is not satisfying. What is condition? Segment joining any 2 point in the set lies wholly in the same set. At that time it is called as what? Convex set. So we can say that this is not an example of what? Convex set. In the last lecture, we have seen how to find out the feasible solution of given constraint. Here also we have taken 2 examples, and we have got feasible solution of some constraint. So if you observe here this figure, so the shaded portion is nothing but what? Convex set, because segment joining any 2 point is nothing but what? Convex set. Either this feasible region is bounded or unbounded till the segment joining any 2 point in this set lies wholly in the same set. So we can say that our feasible solution of given constraint is always what? Convex set. According to this first theorem, these are 2 theorems in our syllabus, but the proof of this theorem is not in our syllabus. Just applying these theorems, we have to solve the example. So try to understand the meaning of the statement of this theorem. So theorem first says that the set of all feasible solution of linear programming problem is a convex set. In the last lecture, we have solved 6 examples. If you will go through 6 examples, you will come to know the set of all point in this feasible solution is nothing but what? Convex set. According to our first theorem, says that the feasible solution is always what? Convex set. Hope the idea about first theorem is clear. Now second theorem is very important theorem, which is called as convex polygon theorem. If you will observe our feasible region, it is a convex polygon. Polygon means what? It has sides, isn't it? So this is also an example of convex polygon. This is also an example of what? Convex polygon. And this according to convex polygon theorem, the objective function means what? The goal which is either to be maximized or to be minimized. जैसे हमने एक एग्जांपल लिया, तो कुछ कंपनीज का गोल क्या होता है? प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइज करना. रॉ मटेरियल लग रहा होगा, तो रॉ मटेरियल की कॉस्ट क्या करनी है? हमें मिनिमाइज करनी है. मींस द गोल्स आर ऑफ 2 टाइप्स, आइदर टू बी मैक्सिमाइज और टू बी मिनिमाइज. The objective function of linear programming problem attains its optimum value. Optimum value means what? Maximum value or minimum value. Maximum or minimum value at least at one of the vertices of convex polygon. So now here, according to first theorem, our feasible region or feasible solution is always what? Convex polygon. And in a convex polygon, how many points are there? Infinite number of points are there in this convex polygon. And our convex polygon theorem says that not necessary to substitute values of coordinate of all the infinite point in objective function, because this theorem says that our optimum value means maximum value or minimum value of the objective function lies at what? Vertices of this convex polygon. Vertices means what? Corner point of this convex polygon. Is it clear? It is not possible to substitute coordinate of infinite point in the objective function. That's why in research it will come to know that this maximum optimum solution or minimum optimum solution lies at what? Vertices of this convex polygon. Means our aim is just to find out coordinate of these vertices and substitute these coordinate in the objective function to find out maximum optimum solution or minimum optimum solution. How to apply this method that we are discussing in the example. Now in this case also the corner points are nothing but what? Vertices, and substitute the coordinate of vertices in objective function to find out its maximum optimum solution and what? Minimum optimum solution. All these are the definition which we have to apply while solving the example. So let us begin with the example from next exercise. Now see the first example from exercise 7.4. We are not solving the example from exercise 7.3 because this exercise is omitted for this academic year 2021 due to COVID-19. So well, see the first example. In the first example we have to solve linear programming problem graphically. See the question number first. In this case we have to maximize this objective function. Already we have seen the definition of objective function. It is nothing but goal which is to be maximized, and that goal is always represented in terms of what? Linear expression. Here what is the value, and that it is generally denoted by z. So here our objective function is z is equal to 11x plus 8y, and this objective function we have to maximize using this constraint. Constraint means what? Condition under which this objective function is to be maximized. So these are our constraint. First we have to draw the graph, means we have to find out the solution set which is satisfying by all these constraints. Such type of example already we have solved in last video. So now let us consider first constraint, x is less than or equals to 4. So to find out its solution set we have to consider the line x is equals to 4. Here given constraint is x is less than or equals to 4. So for that purpose we have to draw a line x is equals to 4. Now this line x is equals to 4 is parallel to y-axis, and we have to find out coordinate of one point on the line. So here x is 4. For simplicity take y coordinate is equals to 0, so that easily we are able to find out position of this point. So now this line passes through the point 4, 0 and parallel to which axis? Y-axis. In this constraint which symbol appears less than or equals to, and whenever less than or equals to appears we know that our required region is origin side. Origin side part will be our solution set. Now consider the second constraint. What is second constraint? Y is less than or equals to 6. To find out its solution set we have to construct a line y is equal to 6. When equation of line is y is equal to constant, at that time that line is parallel to x-axis and passes through the point 6. Take x coordinate is equal to 0. Infinite points are there on this line, but we are generally taking the point on which lies on this line also and on axis also. So here we are observing that this line passes through this point 0, 6 and it is parallel to x-axis. Here also which symbol is there? Less than or equals to. That's why we can say that origin side part will be our solution set. Now consider the next constraint, x plus y is less than or equals to 6. So to find out coordinate of the point on this line x plus y is equal to 6. First substitute y is equal to 0. If I am substituting y is equal to 0, what will get? X is equal to 6. If we are substituting x is equal to 0, then y will be equal to 6. In this way we have got coordinate of 2 points on this line. So we can say that line passes through the point 6, 0 and 0, 6. In this case also less than or equals to is there. So that's why we can say that origin side part will be our required solution set. And again, which two constants are given to us? X is greater than or equals to 0 and y is greater than or equals to 0. Already we have seen that, which are called as non-negative constraint or non-negative restriction. If this condition appears in the example, at that time we can conclude that solution set lies in what? First quadrant, because in the first quadrant only value of x and y are what? Negative. So now let us construct this line, which is our first line, x is equals to 4. Just now we have seen that this line is parallel to which axis? Y axis, and passes through which point? 4, 0. So draw a line passing through this point and parallel to which axis? Parallel to y axis, and write down equation of this line, that is x is equals to 4. In this way we have constructed our first line. Now let us construct second line, which is parallel to x axis and passes through the point 0, 6. So draw a line, y is equals to 6. So our second line is also known to us, y is equal to 6 here. Now draw a third line. What is the equation of third line? X plus y is equal to 6, which passes through the point 6, 0 and 0, 6, means passes through these 2 points. So draw a line passing through these 2 points. Once the line is constructed, then write down the equation of line, that is x plus y is equal to 6. Now for all these lines which inequality symbol appears less than appears, means for every line origin side part will be the solution set, and even from this condition we can say that solution set lies only in what? First quadrant. For this line also origin side part, for this line also origin side part, for this line also origin side part, means this is the common. We are not able to take this part because for this line it is non-origin side. We have to take set of all the point which satisfies what? All these constraints. This part belongs to the solution set of this line. Y is less than, means for this line it is origin side, but for this line it is non-origin side part, so this part is not included. So in this way we have got solution set, means set of all point which satisfies all the given constraint. So already this method is very well known to you, because applying this method we have solved many examples. Now denote the corner point. Here we can observe that this feasible region is nothing but what? Convex polygon. So denote its vertices by O, A, B, C. So here we can say that shaded portion in figure is feasible region with vertices we have denoted by what? O, A, B and C. Vertices means this corner point, and that's why this method is also called as corner point method. So vertices we have denoted by O, A, B, C. Now once this feasible region is known to us, next aim is to find out coordinate of vertices. So find out coordinate of vertices, where easily we can observe that coordinate of origin means first vertex O is 0, 0. Now find out coordinate of vertex A. Well, A is a point lies on x axis, so its y coordinate is 0, and here we can say that x coordinate is 4. Now find out coordinate of point B. B is a point of intersection of which two line? X is equals to 4 and x plus y is equal to 6. Solving these two equation, we have to find out coordinate of point B, but for here we can observe that x is equals to 4 means x coordinate of all the point on this line are same, that is 4. So x is equal to 4. X coordinate is known to us. To find out y coordinate, substitute x is equal to 4 here, plus 4 on this side will become minus 4, so y will be equal to 2. In this way we have got coordinate of 3 vertices. Lastly, let us try to find out coordinate of our last vertex C, and coordinate of C is a point lies on y axis, so x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is equal to what? 6. Once the coordinate of all the vertices are known to us, then consider our objective function. So given objective function is what is the given objective function? Z is equals to 11x plus 8y. Now our aim is to find out value of this objective function at all these vertices, because our convex polygon theorem says that the maximum optimum solution or minimum optimum solution lies on what? Vertices of this feasible region according to what? Convex polygon theorem. So we are not finding value of objective function at all the point in this, so just find out the value of objective function only on the vertices, means on corner point. So our first vertex is origin, so we are finding value of this objective function at origin. Then second point is what? A. So find out the value of this objective function at vertex A, then value of objective function at next vertex B, and lastly objective value of objective function at third vertex C. Now let us try to find out value of this objective function at all these vertices. First find out objective function at vertex O, at vertex A, then find out value of objective function at vertex B, and lastly C. Value of objective function at vertex B and value of objective function at vertex C. So what is the value of objective function? 11x plus 8y. So here also write down same method, 11x plus 8y, 11x plus 8y, 11x plus 8y, so which is equals to, now we have to substitute the coordinate of which vertex? O, which are nothing but 0 0. So replace x by x coordinate and y by y coordinate. Here we can say that 0 into 11 is 0 and 0 into 8 is also 0, so 0 plus 0 will be equal to 0. In this way we have got the value of objective function at vertex O. Now we are finding value of objective function at vertex A, where its coordinates are 4, 0. So here 8 into 0 is 0 and here 11 4s are 44. So what addition we are getting here? 44. In this way we have got the value of objective function at vertex A also. Then find out its value at vertex B. Coordinate of vertex B are 4, 2. So 4, 2. Replace x by x coordinate, y by this x by x coordinate and y by y coordinate. Remaining part is calculation part. Here we will get 44, here we will get 16, and 14 plus 16 will, 44 plus 16 will be equal to 60. Lastly, find out this value at vertex C. So coordinate of vertex C are 0, 6. So replace x by 0 and y by 6. This term will become 0 and here 6 8s are 48. In this way we have got the value of objective function at all the vertices. Once the values of objective function at all the vertices are known to us, then observe our example. Our example is to what? Maximize. So check where we are getting maximum value. If we are comparing these four values, we will come to know that 60 is maximum. So that's why we can say that our maximum optimum solution is 60, which we are getting at x is equals to 4 and y is equal to 2. So lastly, write down this line is very important. So therefore we can say that maximum optimum solution, optimum solution is how much? Maximum optimum solution we have got here 60 at x is equals to, what is the value of x here? 4, and y is equals to 2. At x is equals to 4 and y is equals to 2. In this way we are solving linear programming problem graphically. Hope the idea about how to solve the example is clear. First step is to find out coordinate of all the point on this line, then construct the line. From the inequality symbol, find out the feasible region. Once the feasible region is known to us, denote the corner points by capital letter, which are called as vertices of this polygon. So once the vertices are denoted, then find out coordinate of each vertex. So once the coordinate of all the vertices are known to us, then consider the objective type function. Consider the objective function which is given in the example, then substitute the value of coordinate of these vertices in this objective function. Find the value of objective function at every vertex. If the example is minimized, so check where we are getting minimum value. If the example is related with what? Maximize. So check where we are getting maximum value. And that maximum value is nothing but our maximum optimum solution. In case of minimize, so we can say that minimum optimum solution, we are finding minimum optimum solution which we are getting at which point. So this is the method to solve the linear programming problem graphically. Same method we have to solve in every example. There is no different method for maximize and what? Minimize. Similar part is there. In case of minimize, check which is the minimum value. Here 0 is the minimum value. So we can say that minimum optimum solution is 0. Is it clear? So since every example we have to solve using same method, so if you are solving at least 5 example, you will become perfect. You are able to solve any example using graphical method of linear programming problem. So first to observe the example, we have to maximize this objective function subject to this given constraint. If you observe, first constraint is 3x plus 2y is less than or equals to 12, and second constraint is x plus y is greater than or equals to 4. Third and fourth constraint are nothing but non-negative restriction, which implies that solution set lies in what? First quadrant. So now here to find out the solution set, here we have to draw the line 3x plus 2y is equals to 12, and here equation of line is x plus y is equals to 4. Find out the coordinate of 2 point on this line. If I am substituting y is equals to 0, let us see what value of x we are getting. If y becomes 0, so 3x is equal to 12 implies that x is equals to 4. And if we are substituting x is equals to 0, then this term will become 0. 2y is equal to 12 implies that y is equal to 6. So in this way we have got coordinate of 2 point on this line 4, 0 and 0, 6. In the first line, which inequality symbol appears? Less than or equals to. In this case, we know that our region lies on what? Origin side. So origin side part will be our required solution set. Now let us try to find out coordinate of 2 point on the line second. Here also use the same method. First substitute y is equal to 0, we will get x is equals to 4. If we are substituting x is equals to 0, we will get y is equals to 4. Means second line passes through the point 4, 0 and 0, 4. And in this case also, which symbol appears? Greater than or equal to. Inequality sign is greater than or equal to. So we can say that non-origin side part will be our feasible, means our solution set lies on what? Non-origin side of this line. So already the meaning of all the constraints are now very clear to you. Let us try to construct this line. First line passes through the point 4, 0. This is the point 4, 0 and 0, 6 means this is the position of 0, 6. Now try to draw a line passing through these 2 points. Once the line is constructed, so write down equation of line 3x plus 2y is equals to 12. Now draw a second line which passes through the point 4, 0 and 0, 4. Coordinate of 2 point on the line second are also known to us. Draw a line passing through these 2 points. So here we can observe that equation of this line is what? X plus y is equals to 4. So both the lines are constructed here. Now for this first line, less than means origin side part will be our solution set, and for the second line, greater than appears means non-origin side part will be the solution set. So here we can easily observe that. So this is the region or set of all point satisfying the given constraint. So total 4 constraints are given in our example. So last 2 constraint represents what? That solution set lies in first quadrant. From this constraint, origin side part will be the solution set, and for this constraint, non-origin side part will be the solution set. So in this way, shaded portion in the figure is our feasible region. Denote it vertices by A, B and what? C. Corner point we are denoting by ABC. So write down here shaded portion in figure is feasible region with vertices. Vertices we have denoted by what? A, B, C, with vertices A, B, C. So where coordinate of vertex A are, let us try to find out coordinate of first vertex. It is the point on x-axis, so y coordinate is 0 and x coordinate is equal to 4. Then find out coordinate of vertex B. B is also point on which axis? Y-axis, so its x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is 6. Y coordinate is what? 6 here. It passes through 6. And coordinate of vertex C are. C is also point on y-axis, so x coordinate is 0 and here we can observe that y coordinate will be equals to 4. Once the coordinate of all the vertices are known to us, then consider the given objective function. So given objective function is, what is the given objective function? Z is equals to 4x plus 6y. Now we are trying to find out value of this objective function at all the vertices. First vertex is A, then second vertex is B, and third vertex is C. Let us try to find out value of objective function, means 4x plus 6 into y. So use the same method in every case. 4 into x plus 6 into y. Now remaining part is just to substitute the coordinate. Replace here x by x coordinate of point A and y by y coordinate. 4 4s are 16 and 16 plus 0 will be equal to 16. For the point B, what are the coordinates? 0, 6, 0, 6. So here we will get 0 and here we will get 36. 6 6 are 36. Lastly, let us try to find out value of objective function at which vertex? At vertex C. So for C, coordinates are 0, 4. So here we will get 0 and here 6 4s are 24. As this friend, our example is maximize. So we can say that maximum value will be 36. So and this maximum value is nothing but what? Maximum optimum solution. So lastly write down, therefore maximum optimum solution is how much? 36 at x is equal to, what is the value of x here? 0 and y is equal to 36. In this way, we are solving the linear programming problem graphically. Now let us try to solve the third example. Here given objective function is maximize z is equal to 7x plus 11y subject to this given 4 constraint. So first we are considering first constraint, that is 3x plus 5y is less than or equal to 26, and second constraint is 5x plus 3y is less than or equals to 30. So here from the first constraint, which line we have to draw? 3x plus 5y is equal to 26, and here 5x plus 3y is equals to 30. Now try to find out coordinate of 2 point on this line. First substitute y is equal to 0, so this term will become 0. So remaining term is 3x is equal to 26, so x is equal to 26 upon 3, means here x coordinate is 26 upon 3. Now substitute x is equal to 0, so this term will become 0. What is remaining term? 5y is equal to 26, which implies that y is equal to 26 upon 5. Whenever the coordinate are in terms of fraction, at that time perform calculation carefully. So coordinate of first point are 26 upon 3 comma 0, and coordinate of second point are 0 comma 26 upon 5. Now for the first equation, which sign appears? Less than or equals to. Less than or equals to means we can conclude that origin side part will be our required solution set. Now observe the second line. To draw the line, again try to find out coordinate of 2 point on the line. Replace y is equal to 0. What we will get? 5x is equal to 30, means x is equal to 6. Then substitute x is equals to 0, this term will become 0. 3y is equal to 30 means y is equal to 10, means coordinate of first point on the line is 6 comma 0 and second point is 0 comma 10. In this case also, which symbol sign appears? Less than or equals to. Less than or equals to means we can say that origin side part will be our solution set. Now let us try to construct first line. So observe the first line. So what is the coordinate of a point on x-axis? 26 upon 3. 26 upon 3 means its approximate value will be equal to 8.666 if you perform the calculation very carefully. 8.666 lies somewhere in between 8 and 9. So here we will get somewhere the position of this point, and y coordinate means point on y-axis is 0 comma 26 upon 5. 26 upon 5 means 5.2. Its approximate value is 5.2. So it will lie somewhere here on the y-axis. Once the position of 2 point is known to us, draw a line passing through these 2 points. Then write down the equation of the line. What is equation of line? 3x plus 5y is equal to 26. Now observe the coordinate of second point. 6 comma 0 is the first point on this line and 0 comma 10. Once the coordinate of both the points are known to us, draw a line passing through these 2 points. Once the line is constructed, so write down equation of this line, that is 5x plus 3y is equals to 30. Now for both the lines we can observe that less than or equals to appears, means for both the line origin side part will be the solution set. For this line also origin side and for this line also origin side part. Shaded portion in this figure is our required solution set, or we can say that feasible solution, and set of all these feasible solution is called as what? Feasible region. So once the feasible region is known to us, denote its vertices. Origin generally we are denoting by O. Denote this vertex say by point A, this vertex by point B, and this vertex by point C. So here the shaded portion in the figure represents what? Feasible region. So shaded portion in figure is feasible region with vertices, vertices we have denoted by O, A, B, C. Now we are trying to find out coordinate of these vertices, where coordinate of origin are, what are the coordinate of origin? 0. Then find out coordinate of vertex A. A is a point on which axis? X axis. So its y coordinate is 0, and what is the value of x coordinate here? 6. Now we are trying to find out coordinate of vertex B and coordinate of vertex C. So coordinate of vertex B and coordinate of vertex C. So for C is a point on which axis? It is a point on y axis, so its x coordinate is 0, and now we are trying to find out here coordinate y coordinate of point C, and here y coordinate of point C is nothing but 26 upon 5. So this point is nothing but point on this line, and its coordinate are 0 comma 26 upon 5. Now only the efforts we have to take to find out coordinate of point B, where B is nothing but point of intersection of these two lines. So we have to solve these two lines simultaneously, and we have to find out coordinate of point B. So to solve these two equations simultaneously, that is our rough part. Now here to solve these two equations, here coefficients are 5, 3 and 3, 5. So in such case, better way take the addition of these two equations. 3 plus 5 will be equal to 8x plus, and here 3y plus 5y is 8y, and on this side 30 plus 26 is 56. If I am dividing to all the terms by 8, what will get here? X plus y is equals to 8 7s are 56. So here we will get 7. And just simply we are dividing both sides by what? 8 here. Now total 3 equations are available. Solve any 2 equations. So we solving any 2 equation, we are able to find out value of x and y. Better way, I am multiplying to this equation by say phi u. Let us see what we'll get. Phi ux plus phi uy, on this side we will get 35. Now take the difference of these two equation, term of x will get cancelled, phi uy minus 3y is 2y, and on this side 30 phi u minus 30 will be phi u. So y is equal to 5 by 2 means 2.5 u. So in this way we have got the value of y coordinate is, that is 2.5 u. Now substitute this value of y in this equation. So what we'll get, x plus 5 by 2 is equal to 7. So x is equal to 7 minus 5 by 2. So which is equal to 2 into 5 is 10, 2 into 7 is 14, 14 minus 5 is 9, 9 by 2 can be written as 4.5. So here value of x coordinate is how much, 4.5. This is nothing but our rough work, how to find out coordinate. Once the coordinate are known to us, then consider our objective function. So therefore given objective function is, so given objective function is, what is the given objective function? Z is equal to 7x plus 11y. Now we are trying to find out value of this objective function at all the vertices. Which are the vertices? O, A, then value of objective function at next vertex B, and lastly at vertex C. So here replace x by x coordinate of O, that is 0, and here y by y coordinate, so we will get 0. Now observe the coordinate of point A are 6, 0. So here x will get replaced by 6 and y will get replaced by 0. So 7 6 are 42. Now observe the coordinate of point B. So here 7 into x coordinate is 4.5 and y coordinate is 2.5 is equals to, remaining part is calculation part. Let us perform this calculation. 7 5s are 35u, carry 3, 7 4s are 28, 28 plus 3 will be equal to 31, 31.5 plus here 11 5s are 55, 11 5s are 55, carry 5, 11 2s are 22, 22 plus 5 is 27. So here we will get 27.5. So which is equal to 5 plus 5 is 10. So carry 1. So 7, 7 plus 2 is 9 and 2 plus 3 is 5u. So 59 will be the addition of these two number. Now we are finding value of this objective function at last vertex C. So coordinate of C are 0, comma. So 0 means here replace x by 0 plus, and 11 keep it as it is, y we are replacing by 26 upon 5u. So which is equals to, first term is 0. So here let us simplify it. 11 keep it as it is into 26 upon 5 will be equals to 5u.2. So let us perform this multiplication. 11 2s are 22, carry 2, 11 5s are 55, 55 plus 2 will be 57, 57.2. So as it stand, our question is to find out what? Maximize. Question is related with maximize, means we have to find out maximum optimum solution. If you will observe these 4 values, easily we can observe that here maximum value is what? 59. So that's why we can conclude that therefore maximum optimum solution, maximum optimum solution is how much? 59 at x is equals to, what is the value of x here? 4.5. At x is equals to 4.5 and y is equals to 2.5. So in this way we are solving the given example graphically.